Hey everybody, and welcome to game number 6 of our Rebel season. It's going pretty well so far. We've got our Wood Elves, the returned MisspelledTrees. We've managed to win all of our first 6 games. We have taken a couple of injuries, but we've got a Mighty Bow War Dancer and we've got a Frenzy War Dancer. I'm going to buy a new catcher here and hit that one. Still have 125,000 left over. Do we want a third reroll or do I want a thrower? Ooh. Decisions. Let me name this one quickly. I hope Munkeychunks isn't waiting too long. But this is Greed Tea, because we don't have Greed Tea anymore. They definitely died, and Greed Tea should definitely be a catcher. Ooh, thrower or reroll. I think we'll take the thrower. I'm going to regret this. Probably should have spent more time thinking about this before we started, but I do want the thrower eventually. You're going to want it for the 1 turns. So let's go ahead and get that. I should have checked what it did to TV really before I signed up to it. So anyway, that is my team going into this game. So we've gone back up to 11 players. And as you can see, the team player names are all MisspelledTrees. That's why it's a MisspelledTrees return, which is why we've gone for throws for our thrower. And Greed Tea is a long established one. I really should check Munkeychunks TV first. So we have given them with that potentially a bribe, not a wizard at least. Hargrim. Yeah, JD Whitey. So this is a revival of a team that was my favourite team in, well, joint favourite along with the Goblins, who were also amazing, but favourite in the old Blood Bowl 2 days of Rebel. Went all the way to Rebel final with the original MisspelledTrees, so we've revived them for Blood Bowl 3. Hey, Phage, thanks. I'm amazed you guys are up. I was so expecting everyone in Australia to be in bed by now. I don't really have a good sense of what time it is, though. So, one more quick look at our team. So we have now got the Tree Man, we've got a Mighty Bow War Dancer, we've got a Frenzy War Dancer, we've got 2 catchers, and we've got a thrower. Up against us is Munkeychunks on OWA. He has got, I think his thrower is MNG, I think I remember seeing that. So he's also got a Treeman, the correct way to build your OWA team. They've got 2 Dwarf Blockers, who are no skills added, a Dwarf Blitzer with Guard added, a Troll Slayer with Mighty Bow added, and a Blitz with Mighty Bow added. So they're quite punchy, and we have only got 11 players, and they will, if they want to, be able to get a bribe as well. So definitely some scary possibilities here for us. They've got an unskilled catcher. I'm guessing, yeah, that's a random pro lineman, and a halfling called Bootsy, which probably is going to give you some indication of what Bootsy's plan is. Some of you may remember that if you watched a few weeks ago on this channel, I shared a clip from Morca's game against Munkeychunks, which is one of the funniest plays I've seen in Blood Bowl, where poor Munkeychunks tried to throw his halfling from next to his own cage, and the halfling scattered onto one of the cage corners, knocked it down, scattered onto the ball carrier, knocked it down, scattered back onto the cage corner and back onto the ball carrier, injuring one of them. It was one of the saddest, funniest failed throws that I've seen, and felt very, very unfair, but also very funny to watch. Okay, we've won the coin toss. Oh, I'm a little bit scared of going defense first, just because 3 Mighty Bow with the tree, but I think it's still the correct thing to do, so we will stick to our guns and go defense first. Mithrin logged into your old account. Is that Munkeychunks? I should also say, because I know not everyone is familiar with me playing in Rebel, because I haven't played in Rebel for a while before it went to Blood Bowl 3, there is no backseat coaching in Rebel, so please try to self-police on that. I don't tend to read chat quickly enough to see things before I do things, but try to not give play recommendations. If you do, I may have to time you out or kick you out of the channel, so please don't if you can avoid it. Thanks, JLev. I think you should click buttons this game. I don't know what that means. I mean, I will click some buttons. Oh, you're just trying to be silly because of the no backseating. Yes, I will. I will click some buttons. I'll probably press some spacebar as well. Grim, are you at NAFC this weekend? I have a feeling you're not, and I can't think why. Hey, G. Ugh, exams. Boo to exams. Good luck to Munkeychunks. They did take a... Sorry, I didn't even pay attention, but they did take a bribe, as I guessed. And then we rolled a blitz. Interesting. 6 players is great. Deep kick is definitely good. They've got no thrower, so they are going to have to pick it up on this player and probably run with it. Having said that, that is movement 8, so can get there pretty fast. They have closed off this side pretty well, so we're probably, if we're going to go somewhere, going to want to go this way and try and go around this side. We have got a fast player here, but that's also a player we don't want to get punched, so need to be a little bit thoughtful about it. Get in there with our new Mighty Bow. Elgade just got that last game, so let's see if Mighty Bow can do some things in this game. So that's 2 players. The thing is, like, the best player for pressuring the ball is this catcher, right? But it's the one player we do not want to just leave to get hit. So we're just going to have to be, I think, a little bit not as guns blazing as we might like to be in terms of the amount of pressure we put on this. I think we have to be not stupid about that player and letting it just get punched. Actually wondering if I even want to move any more than this. I think I have to do a little bit more because if I'm protecting that at all, I have to protect it properly. Do we want to pop you there? Then you need to come here. The thrower is unfortunately going to be hittable, but we can't protect everything. I think that's what we're looking at. Okay, so deep kick is definitely a pain for Monkey. We've disrupted the left side of the line, which is a pain for Monkey, but we weren't able to get as much forward pressure as we might have done if we weren't scared of getting our catcher punched by this one who's hitting a lineman instead. Giraffe! J-Lev's just mentioned it, and it needs to be mentioned. Giraffe won a tournament this weekend because she's a champion. She won the Empire Cup, which had some hilariously weed-themed branding, given that it wasn't, they changed the weekend, so the funniness of it was messed up. Oh wow, not a great dice start for Monkey. Oh wow, fails it even with the reroll. Okay, well, we still can't get to it because it's pretty deep, but 2 rerolls gone for the OWA already, and a ball on the floor. Pretty nice for us. think we just have to go for this, which I'm not thrilled about starting with, but that is the play. I kind of, not much I can do here. Like, this is all still reasonably shielded off. I will take this to 3 dice hit by putting someone in there. But I think it's not worth doing that until after we see how this goes. So I think this is literally the first thing we do. So anything else we can do that's a safe action first? I guess we could try to send one around here, but that corner's already pretty looked off. So I actually think the answer is no. Obviously. Do you get the power though? Now we have to rescue a little bit. Now we will put that in there. Take this to 3 dice. 3 dice is good. Okay. I think we're still holding this just to have a position here, to be honest. Sure, this doesn't get a reroll, so that wasn't getting a reroll wherever it failed, so just putting that in for a greedy, see if we can get super lucky. You don't get a shield? What? I didn't realise that. I thought you just got one automatically on a math tournament. Well, that's rude. Who can I write to complain about this? Where can I register my displeasure at this situation? Okay, so they're just punching alignment, safe hit. So I'm guessing this catcher's just going to try to do a 4+ pickup to get that ball. The thing with OWA is because they have got a bunch of dwarfs on the team, they're not, in general, a very fast team. They've got this one fast player, and that one fast player was left in the right spot, back to go and get the ball. But once you get behind them like this, they haven't actually got that much responsiveness, which in this situation clearly is in our favour. I don't really know what Munkeychunks' plan is here. I don't know if he's going to try the 4+ pickup and then pass it, because even if you make this pickup, yeah, trying the pass doesn't make the dodge. Okay, all good for us. Are we trying to stall this then? Definitely looks stallable. I think at the very least we need to put players around it to make it a bit safer when we try to pick it up. I don't actually know who we're trying to score on here. Are we trying to score on catcher? Because that's going to be our 1-turner, so the fact it's already got movement is great, but we want to keep adding skills to it to make that a better 1-turner. Or Al G'day. I mean, I haven't got tackle on the team, and getting tackle is important to probably get quite quickly. But that is going to get SPP on its own because it's got Mighty Blow. Then again, maybe Movement 9 Catcher is going to get SPP on its own because it's Movement 9 Catcher. I'm just trying to decide whether to just try to pick this up and score or whether to stall. It's a very good start for us, but you know, Monkey's had to use 2 rerolls already. If we score quickly, we might be able to turn them over again. Or we might get punched hard and suffer. Sod it. Let's play elf ball. Let's play elf ball. Watch me live to regret that. Watch me live to regret it. Who got the reroll? No one got the reroll. Okay, I can live with that. I didn't want Monkey to get a reroll.
Are not spirit fingers. These are spirit fingers.
DJ Shook, thank you so much for the 100-bit cheer. Pedal to the metal, that is what we're doing. Watch as I regret it as we take a line of scrimmage round of hits here, because this can go pretty badly for us. Magikarp, after Woody's been introduced to Blood Bowl 3 for several weeks now, how well do you think they perform? You know, since you're an Orc coach. So I played a couple more games on my off-stream Orc team today, and I got conceded to twice. Dwarves conceded to me, then Orcs conceded to me. I've had a run of 4 games in a row with my off-stream Orcs where I've been conceded to every time. Orcs are silly. That's what I keep learning every time I fire up the off-stream Orc team. But I think they're now 13th on the ladder. So, oh, that's not got block. That is the last of Monkey's rerolls. Yeah, Orcs are silly. That's what I've learned from playing Orcs. But I do also have a Wood Elf team now up to about 40th. So I have a Wood Elf team that's doing pretty well too. So okay, Monkey did finally make the pickup, but they are out of rerolls. Presumably we're going to see a block from their tree on our tree. Move the halflings. The halfling can't foul this turn, which is nice. Their tree has rooted, which is lovely. And because they rooted, I'm going to not stand firm. Now, I don't know if you've noticed this, guys, but there is a dwarf here 2 squares to the sideline. I do have frenzy. So we may be attempting to yeet Wumpy into the crowd here. Get out of here, 1p. Oh no, no! I'm sorry I laughed, but it's a dwarf. Sorry, Monkey. But it's a dwarf. Oh, that has not been uploaded. Okay. They have got a troll Sahara that can't reach sidelines. They can't counter surf if we go to Sahara. You can punch that wall answer, but they can't surf it. So I think that's okay. Famous last words. I think Tree just helped that dwarf because a dwarf is no block is no dwarf at all. Did it have SVP? No, good. I feel like Monkey's having a rotten season and I don't want to like pile into Monkey's rotten season. So it's a bit like of a harsh start list that we've had a blitz and kill the dwarf in 3 turns.
On balance, I prefer the pass to running down the field. The one tactic is for the intellectual elite. The other is for simple.
Powers. So they didn't surface, but they did powers. They did KO us, so no more frenzy for this drive. Which is a shame, because if there was frenzy, we could have tried to yeet the Troll Slayer into the crowd. Yeah, that's the thing, J-Lev. That's why I was okay leaving it there, because if it had not, if I hadn't powered there, it was going to stop here. That was my calculation. So we could get a push here with the tree, and that would push the ball carrier to here, and because it's only strength 2, we'd be able to hit it. So I think that's probably what we're going for. Well, unfortunately, we can't make this a 3 dice because we haven't got any guards, so we're probably just doing it. Bring this in here. Take this hit. We've rooted, but that's okay. Pow. The only problem is we can't easily do it with block. But 2 dice on the ball is 2 dice on the ball. I think we take the boat down here. Monkey hasn't got any rerolls. They'll have to pick the ball up again. I think we just take the boat down and see what happens. Good luck, reblocks. Okay, so no harm done on either side, but the ball is on the floor, which is what we wanted. They can surf this lineman who I should have thought about and moved. Don't know why I didn't think about that. That was me being dumb. Should have moved that before doing the hitting the ball. So punished there correctly for being silly. Are the crowd as angry about elves as they are about dwarves? Nope. The crowd is decidedly more elf friendly than dwarf friendly, which we love to see. So the catcher has been freed up to try and pick this ball up again, but it's 3+ without a reroll, so at least a chance. This could go wrong. It is a shame that got removed because it would be nice. Oh, going for a foul first. Fair enough. I do have that bribe. Gets a stun. Did burn a 3 though, so maybe this will be a 3 fail on the pickup. That's what I'm telling myself. No, makes the pickup fine. Okay. Alright. So much for that plan. They are on to turn our turn 5, so they've only got 3 turns after the score, so I think we just need to get in front of this. We definitely want to punch this Troll Slayer. Ideally knock it over and pin it to the sideline. Perfect. Sure, why not? Stunning it, also great. And this is where even a rooted tree can be quite useful, because that tree is, like, it's not great that it's rooted, but that's also in a super inconvenient spot for Monkey to have to work around there. I think we'll just tag this halfling at the back. I mean, they could bring 2 friends back to block our thrower, but then they're not moving it forward, and more likely they're going to want to foul with it, so they might end up dodging with it, which is a 1 in 9 chance for failure. So that's why we're tagging that one at the back. Yeah, so it looks like they are going to try to come around the tree, but that's a long way to go around. They have got this player as fast. Maybe I should have done more to think about that one player, because that one player is giving them more movement in terms of getting a screen in front of this. Okay, just going back with the mighty blow to bits there, that's fine. Does get the power. Just a stun, that's okay. Hey, Dr. Vigisi. The thing is, this is turn 6 now, right? So even though that ball carrier's movement 8, it is getting increasingly hard for Monkey to get into a safe scoring position next turn, which is the pressure point we're trying to create now. Like, our first plan obviously was try to turn the ball over. We did knock it down and they recovered it. That's okay. So second plan for stopping this OWA drive is, can we make it half them to get into a scoring position? Good ref.
Have you looked at face tones?
Bribe goes in. Again, we'll just stand that up so that halfling has a friend. There is always the play here of give the ball to the halfling and yeet the halfling. The tree is still here, so throw teammate is still available. That Charles there is not likely to become a scoring threat. It might, but I'm willing to take that chance. Let's come and take care of the agility 3 player that's further up the pitch. Is priority number 1. And then what I'm going to do here now is just make sure my ward answer is central, because I want to be able to have that responsiveness for whichever way they decide to go next turn.
Get up. They're still standing.
Do I take this hit or do I just leave that there? I think probably this time we leave it there. Next time we might hit it. For now, that's a dwarf that would have to dodge on a 4+ to move, so... Is there some reason why the refs are always goblins in Blood Bowl? Well, actually, I think in the board game there are special rules for a variety of refs, some of whom aren't dwarfs. Okay, going for the blitz there on the nearest base. So this is turn 7 for Monkey, so he does need to have a scoring threat this turn, or they aren't scoring. And I think, to be fair, this probably is technically a scoring threat already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, it's not. Okay, so right now there's no scoring threats, which is making this look pretty complicated. Yeah, I thought that, Shepherd, because I have them on my shelf somewhere. I have an elf ref and, well, I've got an elf ref. Do I have a dwarf ref? Maybe I do. If it was in the starter box, I guess I probably do. Hey, Christopher. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for accidentally sniping you yesterday. Okay, so they have one player in scoring range, and it is that catcher, which... Well, again, technically that halfling is also in scoring range because you could throw that halfling.
See your instruction guide for further details.
Nobody ever reads the instructions.
Listen, Blood Nut, you have sniped me on stream before. Don't act like you haven't. Hey, see, the tree did its job. Alright, so a couple of different ways we could try to approach it. First things first, let's give ourselves a scoring threat. A couple of different ways we could try to approach this. One way is to try to build some sort of screen in front of this. That is the only player that can score, so screen off that player's movement. But since they've left this based, I think the better way to approach this is to try to block this, even though there's only strength 2, because if we can just move it, then we get 2 dice on the ball with the mighty blow. So if we want to block this on 2 dice, we are going to have to do a dodge. we might as well do it with this catcher because they've got dodge skill built in. Push is fine here. And in fact, push will be fine on the hit on the ball as well here because even one square backwards takes this player out of range. So we will accept that, even though we would prefer to roll a POW. We'll save our reroll for next turn because now that's not in range. That's not in range, which means that on turn 8, Monkey does not have a scoring threat, which is the most important thing. We can worry about trying to sack the ball again next turn if we're going to try and score for ourselves.
Count those teeth, Jim. I'll have to pick up most of them off the ground in a few seconds' time.
Let's give ourselves a second scoring threat. I think that's the best way to approach that. Should have done that before the hit. Bad turn ordering. Me doesn't ring a bell. What's this Etsy link? Dare I click it? Oh, that is a good ref. That's a good model. Oh, he's got such a funny little expression. Hey, stop powing my war dancer. Wait, this isn't how this goes. No more powing war dancers. Oh, definitely do not kill my war dancer. Yikes. Apo, please? Oh, he's fine. Ooh, that's a scary one. There's a lot of SVP on that war dancer already. Did not want that dead. If it's dead, it can't be powered anymore. Technically correct, JLev. Technically correct. Hey, Lionhouse. Things is good. Things is good. Got my Monday work done. Playing Blood Bowl. Things could be worse. For people interested in such things, I think I will be playing my Fumble game against Andy later as well. Although I don't know how enthusiastic I am about it. Now this is scary because our apothecary is gone and that is our movement up catcher. Okay, it's not dead. Is KO'd. The KOs can be quite big here because we've got two very important players in the KO box. Can we still sack this ball? We definitely can. What is the best way to try to do it is the question. Need to cancel out those and then hit with you. Need to get a POW and then you're going to recover it and somehow get a hit. It's all pretty unlikely, but we'll give it a go. I think that's the best way we can do it. We need to cancel both of these two to get the 2 dice on the ball, so this has to go first. Don't find the POW. So no hit there, and don't think we're going to get 2 dice here, so let's call that a turn. And indeed a half. How are these KOs going to look? Please, KOs, I need you. No, no KOs. Okay, so we've got one more dancer and one catcher, and it's not the better catcher. So definitely not the starting situation we wanted. It's 9 on 10 though, so at least they're down 1 as well. And we're winning, which is obviously important. But yeah, losing the frenzy and that movement 9 catcher, definitely neither of those things is ideal. How many catchers do you want in Wood Elf play? Eventually I like 3 or 4. I always used to go all the way to 4 in Old Blood Bowl. I'm still working out the meta of Blood Bowl 2020 rules, and I might feel differently to how I did in Old Blood Bowl, but I always used to like going for the full 4 eventually in Old Blood Bowl. Bad doctor. It's dead. I want a second opinion. Okay, he's not dead. He's actually fine to carry on. Yeah? Pretty much. That's how it went. Okay. I think we pick a side. and aim for a reasonably quick score. Whether or not we will get a quick score, different question, but we aim for. Just banging it in and see if we can get our KOs back. The kick is nice.
Supposed to remain weak.
Throw underneath it. Very nice. Nice. Seriously hurts an MNG in old money. We need to make sure we screen this so it can't get served. Tuck the thrower into there.
Too easy. Hey, that play looked almost competent.
Run you around here.
Ooh, that's very nice.
Okay. I'm still unsure on catches. I'm biased because my instinct to dodge and killed itself in the first game after I put it. No! That is sideline ass, but wood elf catches are good. J-Lev is not wrong. Movement 8 out the box is good. Starting with agility 2+ and dodge is good. Oh wow, there's a loner on that rush there as well. Does get it 2 dice into red dice here, but gets it on the power, so not a frenzy trap, a frenzy opportunity. And that is a dead elf because the apothecary is gone. Power Permint has been powered for the last time. Dislocated shoulder is a strength bust, which we are definitely not. We're not messing around with any strength busts. That is a dead elf. It's a shame. Yeah, no, shoulder is strength bust, not passing bust. We've had a few dead elves on this team in the not many games we've had so far.
Dear, from pitch assassin to lowly houseplant.
So we're probably just going to swing back here. Like, we definitely could throw some dice and try to go straight forward. You could take a 1 dice here and then blitz that, but we're not in that much of a rush. Doesn't seem sensible. Seems like a good way to get ourselves in an unnecessary spot of bother, so let's not.
Smells like a good old-fashioned fight.
It's a shame.
That'll do.
I was going to move the tree, but not to be.
I should probably say something meaningful.
Is that worth a reroll? It might be.
Think of his splat.
Now as free as a fart in a
Is about to get punched above and below. At the same time.
It's not going how I wanted it to. But. We'll keep going. Again, the rooted tree for them is actually in quite a good spot. Like it's holding a part of the pitch that has made it harder for me to swing round like I wanted to. So yeah, this is actually starting to look quite bad. We're now on 7 players, which is not enough players. So yeah, I'm actually genuinely thinking this is starting to look like a game we won't win. Despite being ahead. I've had to spend a reroll. I'm running out of elves. Problems are mounting.
The other players stood there like statues. It's such easy. I stand myself. Beautiful.
Not helpful. Not helpful at all.
This player likes to be well assisted.
So there's definitely a hit on this. 1, 2, 3, 4. How easy is it to get 2 dice though? Because that, I thought you'd want to keep that one free because it's got the movement. You can get 1 dice with a catcher. Troll Slayer can't without doing a very hard dodge. Yeah, that's kind of why I didn't even risk dodging that, as I was hoping that he'd take that block and not leave that one free to come do the hit. He's in range to score if we need it to.
The thing about play is how it brings everyone together in a common joy of day. You have orcs, dwarfs, men, and even beastmen sharing the delightful violence in the same stadium and all desperately.
Okay, just going for the lineman. Good God, that Troll Slayer is having the game of its life. How many casualties does that cause this game? 4? No, we've only got 3, but it's caused all of them, right? And it caused the KO on the other war dancer as well.
The player's neck with those studded boots that high.
Right. Well, there's a pretty clear plan here, and it requires us not to roll snakes.
The timidity good head.
Whew, no snakes. Got one of our KOs back. Not the war dancer, but to be honest, we might be at the point of we don't play. How many turns they've got? 5 turns? Yeah, I'm not going to play. Sorry. We've got no Apo, and the players that would be in position to be hit here are all important. So we're gonna see if we can just kill enough time to not lose that way. So no more Blood Bowl for us if we can avoid it. I mean, actually, like Monkey's also down 3 players, which makes this not totally straightforward for them, right? Like they're only down 1 more than us. Oh, sorry, we're only down one more than them, but the risk without the apothecary of one of these players getting murdered, and they're like those two quite vulnerable as well, all pretty bad. So this is fine. Well, it's feeling more fine now we've scored, Dimmy. But it was starting to feel decidedly not fine with all those removals. Quick snap is pretty good, means they can get the catch on this. They don't make the catch now. Pretty sure they're not in range to blitz us. Yeah, so they can hit her on the line, which they will do with their mighty boat. Oh, they pushed into their own tree. I was like, wait, I didn't choose that. That's because it wasn't my tree they were hitting. They were hitting into their tree. Okay, so now we're down to 6 players. Again, this is definitely fine. Six players is definitely enough players. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
There's only one word to say about this ball.
Stop murdering everything, please. One moment without the murder. Doesn't make the pickups. Got to be reroll into it. Fails with the reroll. That's definitely good. Makes it hard for them to score next turn. 1, 2. Yes, they can't hand off now, so they have to pass. I think that being the case, I'm not even going to try to hit these. I'm just going to get out of the way again. Because I don't want to mess with that mighty bow. I'm not interested in it. Hasn't gone for a handoff or throw this turn, so definitely not scoring this turn, which means as soon as they're going to score is turn 14, so that would leave just 2 turns for them to turn us over and get the equaliser at a maximum, so that is good. Not impossible to turn us over in 2 turns and score if we keep losing players, and they're going to foul, but still, one problem at a time, I guess. Fouling the elf. I wasn't sure if they'd go for the elf or the tree. They foul the elf. They do get caught. Argue the call. Doesn't make it. Okay.
One of the coaches ignored the referees guild standard rules. The ref is actually going to be fair.
Yeah, we're still just not going anywhere near that. Let's see if the tree wants to stand up and blitz. Incredibly, it does. What a hero tree! What an absolute hero tree, standing up and blitzing from the ground. No handoff. Okay, so Monkey isn't even going for the draw. Monkey is going for the safe touchdown on the catcher. I am A-OK with this.
I should probably say something meaningful to all our
Absolutely fine with a 2-1. Thank you very much. Bloody human blitzers are so fast. It's unreasonable. I think we have to make a choice here because I don't think we can outrun this completely. And I think the choice has to be that we keep War Dancer and Movement 9 screened behind our newer players because they're going to get hit anyway. Would be a shame to lose a catcher in particular because it did get 3 SVP this game, but priorities are priorities. Lionhouse, thank you so much for the Prime sub. 4 months. That's one of the weirdos. Thank you. More ad-free elves. Yes, enjoy your ad-free viewing and your emotes. Do I count OWA dwarf blockers as real dwarfs? It depends, Shirato. If I'm playing the OWA team, then they definitely don't count, because every now and then I do have to put them on the team. But if someone else is playing them, then they're definitely real dwarfs. If I could take 11 trees in a team, how many trees would I take? 12, because you'd want a bench. Also because your name is statistically bad at stats, so that's the correct answer. Okay, so Monkey has scored with 1 turn to spare, so there is a scenario here still with a timeout or a blitz for us to get away from it.
You're not spirit fingers. These are spirit fingers.
Can't be that logic. Dead dwarf, dead dwarf. Greatest thing in the world. Have a bounty. Thank you, Shirato. Oh my god, my KOs have been terrible in this game. So we have got not many elves, admittedly against not many OWA, but they have more than we do. Could we set up for a 1 turn here? We've got 5 players. I actually don't know if we can 1 turn even with movement 9. In any case, I think the most important thing here is to set up to defend against potential blitz. So this is a mistake I think people make sometimes when they're hoping for a blitz situation. If you put more players on the line, that actually means it's easier for me to reduce the number of players who can act on a blitz turn. So now if it's a blitz turn, as long as we've put we've tagged in fact, I might as well do it this way. Yeah, by tagging those 5 players, if it's a blitz, none of those players get to act, which is obviously great for us. In fact, I'm going to be a little braver and do that. So if we get a timeout, we could even just try and yeet the ball to you. Do not get a timeout, we get changing weather, so pretty certain OWA can't score in 1 turn from this defensive position. So I'm going to just run you away. And then I'm going to run you away. And then I'm going to run you away. Then I'm going to run you towards, because you still get to throw a pass. So we did get 1 SVP on our new thrower, which is nice. And then you can do punch. Stay. This tree has not done any murders in 6 games on the team. It's fewer murders than I was hoping for from my tree. Gonna be honest. 0 murders, less than I wanted. Balsawood Tree. Not as good as Collie Tree. Tree might be about to get murdered, to be honest, because I can see what's coming here. Fails the Dauntless, but doesn't matter because they've got enough assists. Gets the bonk. And I reckon Monkey will foul. Which I object to less in a league. Because in a league, these are your rivals. I still don't want it to happen, but I feel like I understand it more in a league than I do in ladder. A turn 16 foul. KO'd, but not dead. Ref says... Ref was not much impressed with their bribe, to be fair. Ref has taken the bribe and sent 2 players off since. And would brook no argument there either. Alright, another win. That was definitely a lot hairier than I thought it was going to be after we scored on turn 2 of our opponent's drive. We got some very good luck at the start with the blitz and then some failed ball pickups for Monkey. We then got, I think, a bit unlucky on the amount of removals that went against us. There was definitely a lot of casualties for a game where we had 26 blocks done against us. We also had some terrible KO rolls, but overall, with the free score at the start, I can't complain too much. And that does mean we have now won 6 out of 6 since returning to the Rebel, which is very, very nice. It will not update yet in the league standings because you have to manually validate in Rebel, and that takes a while. Even if we both do it as quick as we can, we have to wait for the information to feed through from Blood Bowl 3 to rebel.net, and then we have to both tap the manual validate, so there's a few things that slow the process down. I'm just checking to see if it's come through, because sometimes it seems to come through quite quickly, but other times it seems to take a lot longer. There's no validate button so far, so that I don't assume we'll get to do the validation right away, unfortunately, for this one. So I won't necessarily be able to show everyone how the team is looking. So I'll wrap this up for the YouTube video. That was game number 6 of our Rebel season. If once it validates, that will put us on 6 wins, 0 draws, and 0 losses. A pretty amazingly good start to the season. Can't complain about that at all. Really nice to play first as well, with the first game to get played in this round. So means that I get to continue to build that lead at the top and put the pressure back onto the teams chasing me, Noctifier and Werecaster. Closest at the moment, but Brutal Matt had a good win last round. Linen also definitely still in the hunt as well. So very nice to have that result under my belt. I will say, looking at this standings, you might look at it and think, once we had that 6th win, wow, isn't that looking very, very good for Tree? And it is. I'm not disagreeing. However, my next 3 games are against, I don't know what order they're in, but the 3 opponents I have left are Noctifier, so the other team that's unbeaten, still have to play them. Werecaster, who has Undead, and already looking like a pretty scary team for Wood Elves to face. We've got a Block Mummy, another Mummy, and Mighty Blow Blitzer. Werecaster's only loss is to Noctifier, so Werecaster again has been doing well, has a team that I'm scared of. So 2 really tough games here. And our other remaining game is Morka, whose record isn't looking so hot, but Morka's a really good coach and plays a lot of tabletop competitively in Australia as well. So I know that all 3 games I have left are definitely going to be tough. So yes, we've got 6 wins, and that's amazing. But we are not by any stretch over the line here, especially because even what being over the line is varies a bit depending on what you're hoping for. Top 3 would probably get us into at least the play-ins, but for full playoffs you need to get 1st place, and for certainty of play-ins you need 2nd place, because I think there's something like the top 10 out of 16 of the 3rd places are going in, so there is definitely a chance in 3rd place of missing out. So still all to play for here, but certainly doesn't hurt to have continued the winning streak. And if you are watching on YouTube, I'm sorry we can't show you the updated league table or the SPP. As I say, that does require validation, but we'll get to all that at the start of the next game. So for now, please do leave a like and subscribe.